Fatima, hey, it's wild how much coaching has like exploded, you know? But with all that growth, I've been seeing some things that kind of make me go, "Hmm." I mean, we talk about high impact coaching, right? But what about the stuff that actually harms impact? Like these hidden beliefs that aren't really serving anyone.
Oh, Alvin, absolutely. I'm so glad you brought this up. It's like it's the elephant in the room that no one really wants to, poke at. There are these subtle, almost insidious, toxic beliefs that have just seeped into the coaching narrative, and they actually undermine the very essence of what good coaching should be. The biggest one for me, right off the bat, is this relentless hustle culture mentality.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. It's like you gotta be on 24/7, grinding, never stopping. And if you're not, then you're like failing, right? It's this constant pressure to perform, perform, perform. And if you're not exhausted, you're not working hard enough. Is that really what good coaching is about?
No, it's not. And it's really, really damaging. It's this idea that productivity is synonymous with value and that self-worth is tied directly to your output. A coach who pushes that exclusively misses the bigger picture entirely. We're not machines, right? Good coaching should be about sustainable growth, holistic well-being, and, finding a rhythm that works for you, not just pushing you to burn out. It's about impact, yes, but not at the cost of your mental health, your physical health, your relationships. It's a huge, huge misconception that just keeps going around.
That's so true, Fatima. And I think tied to that, sometimes there's this belief that like the coach knows best. Like you go to a coach and they're going to have all the answers for you. They'll tell you exactly what you need to do to fix your life or fix your business. Is that another one of these toxic beliefs we need to like unmask?
Oh, absolutely, 100%. It's a huge trap both for the clients and for the coach, frankly. The best coaches, the high impact ones, they don't come with a playbook of solutions for your life. They come with a deep understanding of human behavior, powerful questions, and a commitment to helping you find your own answers. Do you know what I mean? They're facilitators, not gurus. They're there to hold up a mirror, to challenge your thinking, to help you uncover what's already within you.
So it's not about being prescriptive then. It's more about like guiding and empowering. Because I think people, they sometimes go into coaching expecting a mentor, expecting a consultant, expecting someone to say, do X, Y, and Z. And if that's not what they get, they might feel like disappointed. But really, that's the good coaching, right?
Exactly. You've hit the nail on the head. If a coach is just telling you what to do, well, that's often consulting, or even just an opinion. And while those things have their place, they're not coaching. Coaching is about empowering you to lead yourself. It's about building your own internal compass. It's not about dependency on the coach, but about cultivating your own agency. And that's a belief that really needs to be dismantled in the industry, for sure. It's detrimental.
Okay, that makes total sense. Now, another thing I've noticed, and it sort of ties into the hustle culture, is this idea of like toxic positivity. Where you always have to be positive, always look on the bright side, never really acknowledge struggles or negative emotions. It's like, it's not realistic, is it? And for coaching, how does that play out?
Oh, Aubin, this is a huge one for me. Toxic positivity it's incredibly insidious in coaching. It's where you dismiss genuine emotions or struggles by slapping a positive spin on everything. A coach who says, just think happy thoughts or good vibes only when a client is genuinely grappling with something difficult, that's not helpful. In fact, it's dismissive and isolating. It creates a space where the client feels they can't bring their whole authentic self or their real problems to the session.
So it shuts down vulnerability then. And I imagine that vulnerability is like critical for for real breakthroughs in coaching, right? If you can't be honest about what's going on, you can't really, address it.
Precisely. Vulnerability is the cornerstone of true growth and transformation in coaching. If a client feels pressured to always put on a brave face, or if their negative emotions are minimized, then the coach isn't really facilitating deep work. We need to create a space where all emotions are welcome, where struggles are acknowledged, processed, and understood, not just swept under a rug with a positive platitude. It's about emotional intelligence, not emotional suppression. So, yeah, that's a big one, a really big one.
I'm with you on that. And speaking of platitudes, I've heard coaches sometimes apply the same exact framework, the same advice to every single client, regardless of their background, their industry, their personality. It's almost like a one-size-fits-all approach. Is that another toxic belief we should be aware of?
Definitely, Alban. That one-size-fits-all mentality it's a huge red flag. It assumes that human experience is universal and that a cookie-cutter approach will work for everyone, which is it's simply not true. Every single client comes with their unique context, their culture, their past experiences, their specific challenges, their individual strengths. A truly high-impact coach understands this and customizes their approach, their questions, their tools to fit the individual in front of them.
So what are the dangers of that, generic approach? Besides just not being effective, what actually, goes wrong when a coach tries to force someone into a mold?
Well, the biggest danger is that it can alienate the client and completely miss the mark on their actual needs. It can make them feel unheard, misunderstood, or even like there's something wrong with them if the standard approach isn't working. It erodes trust, it inhibits genuine connection, and it ultimately prevents any real lasting transformation. A good coach adapts. They don't expect the client to adapt to their rigid framework. It's about genuine partnership and understanding. It's not just about applying a formula. That's a huge, huge differentiator.
That's so important, Fatima. It makes me think about another thing. The belief that, success is purely an individual effort. That if you're not succeeding, it's only because you're not trying hard enough, or you're not thinking positively enough, or you're not, performing enough. But sometimes, there are these bigger systemic things at play that individual effort just can't overcome easily, right? How does that factor into toxic coaching beliefs?
Oh, Aubin, this is absolutely critical. This belief that success is solely the result of individual effort and any failure is a personal shortcoming, it's incredibly damaging and honestly quite privileged. It completely ignores the very real systemic barriers that many individuals face. Issues of socioeconomic status, gender bias, racial discrimination, accessibility challenges, historical disadvantages. A coach who operates with this narrow mindset can inadvertently blame the client for circumstances largely beyond their control.
So it's not just about mindset shifts then for everything. It's also about acknowledging the external world and how it impacts an individual's journey. And a good coach, I guess, would help navigate those external challenges too, not just internal ones.
Exactly. High-impact coaching acknowledges the interplay between internal and external factors. It helps clients develop resilience, strategies, and self-advocacy to navigate systemic challenges, while also working on their internal landscape. It's not about just telling someone to pull themselves up by their bootstraps when they don't even have boots. It's about a holistic understanding of their reality and empowering them within that reality, even when it's really tough. Ignoring systemic factors, it's a huge disservice to clients.